What's up, guys? Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Winter Urgency, which is beat the part-time on Winter Contingency. So to start up this mission, it's the first playable one, and we are going to do this on easy difficulty. You could do it on any difficulty, but easy is the easiest. So we're just going to start by getting off the Falcon. Unfortunately, you lose about 45, 47-ish seconds while kind of flying around the map here to the beginning to start off, but you can easily make up for that lost time. The part-time here is 15 minutes. So we're just going to start by sprinting throughout the first part of the level here. So Moa will pass you there. Ignore them, and we're just going to keep going here. But keep moving along here. We're going to wrap around to the left, and there's going to be a building. We're going to jump through the window here, and then we're going to just keep moving through it. And there's some dialogue we're kind of skipping here. There's a beacon we're supposed to investigate over there initially, and there's some dialogue. And then there's a family right here, and they tell us about some kind of suspicious activity that's been happening as of late. So we're here to investigate, and we're just going through this whole first part of the mission. There's no encounters or anything, just dialogue, and it's basically the part of the mission, part of the game where you are just running, learning how to jump and sprint and stuff like that. So it's like the tutorial part of the mission where you're just kind of moving around, getting the feel of the game. And we're approaching our first encounter. There are going to be a bunch of skirmishers up ahead here and grunts, but we're just going to run past them. We hop into this building here, and this is the firefight map overlook. Little trivia if you've never been into the firefight scene. But we're going to go over here, jump down these stairs, and we're going to cut back on the bottom floor here and then just run past all of these enemies right through the center. And you can kill some guys as you go. I'm going to grab a plasma pistol eventually, and we're just going to move along here. But I haven't grabbed the plasma pistol yet. We're just kind of cutting right up the middle. And we are on easy difficulty, so it is pretty easy to just run past most of the enemies. So that's what we're going to do here. And there are some encounters that we actually have to fight, but we will come upon those, and we'll fight it out. We'll duke it out. We'll do what we have to get this achievement. But you can see I grabbed the plasma pistol from that skirmisher there. So I have a pistol and a plasma pistol, so now I could quickly and easily take out elites from afar with the noob combo. If you don't know what that is, it's an overcharged plasma pistol, so hold the trigger down of the plasma pistol to get an overcharge burst, and then once you release it, it'll lock on to an elite if he's within range, and it will hit him and totally collapse his shields, and you'll be able to finish him off with an easy headshot with the pistol. So plasma pistol him, overcharge to take his shields down, then switch to the pistol to headshot him real quick. Hop into this vehicle. It's a civilian vehicle, so no fancy guns or anything, but it does make you go faster, which is what we're interested in. So we are going to drive this way. Try not to crash into a bunch of barrels and rocks and trees and stuff like I did. At this point, we could take a left or a right. It kind of becomes a circular portion of the map. It's like a big donut. We're going to take a left and just hop through, or not hop through, drive through this whole area. We just skipped an encounter behind us just there at those buildings. There's going to be another encounter that we're going to skip right up ahead here. There's more buildings, and there's going to be some grunts, and other enemies would be dropped off here as well. We're going to skip it, and we're going to head up here to the broken bridge, and you can see there's a phantom kind of hovering above that area, so we're going to drive past it and let them drop off a bunch of troops, and then we'll kind of cut back and take care of them, because we do have to take out at least one group of enemies here. I'm not even going to drive past it. On Legendary, I drive past it, so I could let him drop off his troops, but we're going to throw some nades as the enemies come down. And but yeah, on Legendary, I would have driven past it because the gun on the dropship is actually pretty devastating. And then I would just come back once the Phantom, or not the Phantom, the Spirit leaves. That's the dropship. We're going to grab a DMR back here. First, you want to grab the DMR from one of your Marines. So then when you come over here, you could actually just grab more ammo. If you did it the other way around, you wouldn't be able to grab the additional ammo from the Marine, because he'd be like, you already have a DMR. I can't trade with you, bro. But we're just going to hang out, wait for the next dropship to come in. Here he is. Look at him. He's going to drop off some more victims here for us. So you should have some nades, so throw them at the area where the enemies drop down. You could take out a bunch of them real quick. And then for the elites here, we could noob combo them like we said, or we could just punch them if we're right next to them like that. And then the grunts are easy headshots. They only take one shot to the head, unless they have those helmets on, kind of a faceplate where you have to shoot it off, and then you could finish them off with a headshot. So those guys are 2 shots to the dome. We'll take them out. We noob comboed the elite there, and I seemingly can't finish them off. Cannot shoot them. But that's right. So there's going to be a bunch of grunts in this section and 2 elites as well. And there's going to be a skirmisher kind of running around as well. That skirmisher is actually already in the area when we arrive. He's not dropped off by a dropship. But either way, we're going to kill him. And then the Falcon will come in, and we could get picked up, and we could move on to the next section. So we have a little bit of time to kill here. we're just going to hang out, relax, take a breather. And I'm going to skip ahead in a little bit because the Falcon Red takes about a minute to go from this section to the next section. But what you want to do here is get some plasma pistol ammo. So get a fresh plasma pistol so you have as much ammo. It's not totally essential to do that because there's going to be a bunch of other plasma pistols in the next section. That MOAB just freaking sideswiped me. But here we are. We just skipped ahead about a minute because we really just stare at George and Carter from across the cabin of the Falcon here. But we're going to land and throw a couple nades. You can see there's a bunch of jackals and grunts kind of bunched up over here. So throw a couple nades and they should kill a large chunk of them. And then we're going to just kind of finish them off with melees. We can get in close. Again, they don't do too much damage to you, so you could really just run right up to them and smack them and take them out really quickly. And obviously, if they're a little further away, we could just headshot them real quick. But there's more DMR ammo on the wall here and a health pack on the ground. And we're going to come back outside and basically do the same thing we did in the previous section, which is kill the enemies as they jump off the dropship. We'll throw a grenade at the ground, so right when they land, they just get blown up. And we're going to come back here. And you probably want to take out the enemies on the right first, now behind me. But I throw them at this side, and I throw a bad nade at that, so that didn't kill anybody. But we're just going to take these guys out with our DMR here now, since we didn't do anything with that nade. And we'll take out the enemies that are on the other side here. You probably want to take out the enemies on this side with a nade because it's a nice flat area, so you could throw like a plasma nade just on the ground right as they land. I didn't really have a good angle on that other side where I threw that nade, and it killed nobody. It did nothing. But we have another dropship landing here, and we'll take out those guys. That was a much better nade. But again, you should probably focus on the people on the other side, not where I am right now, because it's just much easier to take those guys out, and you're in a better position because there's more cover over there. You could duck into the building over there if you need to, if you're low on shield or health. We're going to take out these guys, smack them as you can, as you come upon them, and eventually you'll get that current objective, fall back into Outpost, which means come back into this section, and that means you're totally done with this section. You don't have to kill any more enemies, and you kind of have a scripted section here where all of Noble Team drops back into the Outpost, and you kind of wait for the door to close, it locks, and then there's some dialogue. And I'm going to skip ahead here because we really just run to the nav point once this door opens, and we get a cutscene, and then we start up the next section of the mission. So here we go. So here we are at the end of the mission here. We're going to basically run past all of these enemies. There's a bunch of jackals, grunts, and one elite in this section, and then we're going to just run past everybody. You can kill people as you go, and we do want to grab a plasma pistol eventually, but we're just going to run past these guys. And then we are going to go to this section. This is the room where we actually want to kill people. There are 4 grunts and 1 more elite up here, and we need to kill these guys. So kill the grunts, and then grab a plasma pistol like I mentioned. And you could assassinate that elite if you get in there quick enough. He will just be scripted to kind of stand there until he gets aggroed enough, and you kill the grunts where he's like, hey, I need to be killing you now. But then you kill him, so you turn the tables. But this elite actually follows you into this section, so we need to only kill those 4 grunts and that 1 elite in here, and then the elite that we ran past will follow you in. Kill him as well, and then you could activate that panel right there and end the mission. So that is it, a quick way to do it. We finished in 10:18 there, and our part time was 15 minutes, so we finished with plenty of time to spare. But that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one where we tackle the part time of Oni Sword Base. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, be sure to click on the scorpion icon to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. You can also check out some related guides by clicking on the videos on screen, and you can find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Halo guides, and I'll see you in the next one.